Alright guys, welcome back to another Swordy Zombies Rust PVE tutorial. And today I wanted to demonstrate the XP slash skill tree mod that we have on the servers. Essentially what this mod allows you to do is upgrade your character to be more stronger and efficient in pretty much every aspect Rust has to offer. And the first thing you will notice is that I have a XP bar at the bottom of my screen underneath my tool belt that says level 0 and 0 out of 200 XP. Now if I get 200 XP, I will level up to level 1, and that will give me 1 skill point in which I can assign to the various skill trees. So let me show you. If you press tab, you'll notice again that we have all these different buttons at the top. Go to the skills one, and these are all the different ways in which you can make your character more stronger, more efficient, being a medic, combat, doing more damage to animals, NPCs, all that stuff. I won't go through them all. I'll let you join the servers and discover all the cool perks that you can get by yourself. Our Rust PvE servers are monthly, and we have one in USA, the EU, and Australia, so feel free to jump in and have a play. But what I will do is demonstrate the mining one, and I will unlock all this stuff and show all the cool little perks that you can get. So in order to earn XP, you can pretty much earn XP by doing anything, either chopping down the trees, mining nodes, killing the NPCs and killing the animals, skinning the animals, the zombies at night, killing them will get you a lot of XP. Looting will get you XP, smashing the barrels, opening up crates, farming, and doing our quests. We have a quest mods, which I will make a video about on later. Just anything pretty much that you do in the game is going to give you XP. Now, since I'm on the test server, I'm going to cheat and I'm going to give myself some XP. So for example, if I go here and I go give XP NAMs, and I'm just going to give myself 200, so I'll get up to level 2. Boom, and you can see that the bar at the bottom has gone to level 1, and I am now 30 out of 600. And because I have a rank on this test server that gives me 15% extra XP, that is where the extra 30 came from. And you notice the amount of XP that I need to get to the next level has increased, and that will keep increasing as the levels go up and up. So I've got 1 skill point now. I go to here, go to skills, skill point 1, level 1, and I can spend it on the mining one, which is increasing your mining yield by 5% per level. So I can simply level that up, and now you can see my mining buffs is plus 5%. If you ever wanted to disable them, you could click on that, hit that disable button, and you don't have that mining yield, and then you can just re-enable it. That was a request from some of the players to disable particular perks for whatever reason, I can't remember. So we added that. Now, as you can see in this skill tree here, to get to the tier 2 skills, to unlock them, I need to add 5 points into the current skill tree. Then if I wanted to unlock the tier 3 skill tree perks, I need to add 10 points into any of the tier 2 or tier 1 skill trees to unlock the tier 3s. And obviously to get the ultimate, each category has an ultimate, like the best perk you can get for each category, and to unlock them you need 25 points in that particular skill tree, not 25 points across all of these skill trees, in that particular one. So I'm going to go straight ahead and just give myself a ton of XP and get a ton of skill points and unlock all of this to demonstrate and show you. So give XP NAMs 1 bajillion, and you can see I am now a level of 100, which is the max level, but you can prestige and increase that, but I'll tell you more about that in a second. So what I want to do is just unlock all of this stuff, put 5 points in here, and as I have added 5 points, I've now unlocked tier 2 and more points into the mining yield. Let's put another 5 in there. 5 out of 5 maxed out. Some perks you can add 5 skill points in, increasing its ability more and more, and some perks are just one-off. For example, this one here, I can only put 1 skill point in, and it treats all the hits as a hotspot hit. But let's go into the ultimate. Let's try and get 25 points spread around. Now, as you can see, I have unlocked the ultimate, or the 4th tier skill tree, which in this case allows you to locate nodes within 200 meters by simply running the command locate nodes, and its cooldown is 30 seconds. Just takes 1 skill point. Let's add it, and let's demonstrate that one, for example. So locate nodes was the command. Type locate nodes, and as you can see, I have ESP now, and I can just see where all the nodes are. Metal ones, stone are in blue. Looks like metal are red and yellow. I'm going to assume that's sulfur. Yep, yellow is sulfur. And that will last X amount of seconds, I assume, before it stops. And then I can do it again 30 seconds later, as there is a cooldown. The other thing that you might be interested to know is that you can actually reset all these skill points as well. It's into a category that you don't want to use anymore. Say, for example, mining. I've got all the resources in the world. I don't need it anymore. I can reset my points right here. It will cost me 40 coins, which is our server's version of the, the RP points that you can get. And you'll get those skill points back to reallocate anywhere else. And you could, if you wanted to, reset all your points that you spent everywhere by hitting that button there. So the more points you want to reset, obviously, the more expensive it's going to be. Okay, now this is where the XP/skill tree mod gets really interesting. You can prestige, which means once you've reached max level, which is currently 100, and I've got 100 out of 100, I can go all the way down to the prestige category here, and you can see all the unique and very OP skills that I can add to my character. For example, I can get night vision, which is simply you do that command and it's daytime 24/7. And I don't mean night vision as in night vision goggles. I mean it literally is daytime 24/7. And there is a variety of other cool perks, but I won't go through them all, but I'm going to show you how it works. So once you've got 100 out of 100, you can prestige by clicking that prestige button at the top, and you can see there are multiple levels of prestige in here. And we're at level 0. We haven't prestige yet, so we're going to go into level 1. To note that you will lose all your levels and all your skill points, except for any skill points that you may have got from an event or things like that. But all the skill points that you attain from leveling up, they will be gone. Here it tells you that you will be given as a base rate of 5 skill points to spend, and you will get an XP modifier, so you will get more XP from here on out. If you want to prestige to level 2, you're going to have to get 125, as before as 100, and so forth with level 2. If you want to get to level 3, 150 more base skill points and an even bigger XP modifier. Now you're probably wondering, well, why would I want to reset all my points and start again? Well, you do get a legendary enchanted set of your choice, some sorty coins, and a prestige point that you can use on one of these OP perks, which I'm about to demonstrate. So let's prestige right now. Level 1 prestige, giving you a warning. Yep. Let's claim the kit. So for example, let's go with operator's kit. This is just going to make me super powerful against NPCs, zombies, and let's claim. And I have 1 prestige point. So you see on the right hand side, it says prestige points 1 that I can spend. And I have the 5 base skill points that they gave me back. My new max level is 125 and I'm currently at 0. So I want this shield. I want to demonstrate the shield. It's pretty fun. So let's level that up. And let me go down here. So what is the shield? It's something that I've actually only seen on our servers, but if I go /shield in the command, same way I did /locate nodes, I'm gonna get a literal shield, like a personal force field that goes around my character. If I type it right. So you'll see the shield for about a few seconds, then it'll disappear. Boom, you see? I now have this shield, and it'll disappear in a second. There you go. But even though it disappeared visually, you can see in the bottom right, my health bar is actually blue and it says 100. The shield will absorb 100 hit points. And then when it gets to a 0, you will then start taking damage to your normal HP bar. And once it's been depleted, you have a 30-second cooldown and then you can just redo it again. It's great for when you're in sticky situations where you need to be a little bit more aggressive, go charging at those NPCs, and some extra padding will help. The other thing I said you will get is a full legendary set of your choosing, and we choose operators to make us more powerful against NPCs. So let me throw that on so you can see what it's like. I also get this egg. Let's crack that open. Gives me a gun. I get some presents, an airdrop. and again an operator's gun. So L at the top stands for legendary, and if I click on this shirt icon, now again this is another mod entirely, so it's not part of the XP slash skill tree mod. We just give you a full enchanted set which comes from our enchanted mod. But as you can see, I can do plus 160% more damage to scientists, and then because I have a set bonus, that's increased by 50%. So essentially I'm super dangerous right now against NPCs, and we have multiple different enchantment sets that you can get when you prestige, and every time you prestige you get a set and you get another prestige point. And here is one of the really cool things that I have not seen on any other Rust PvE server. But if you prestige 3 times, you get to a level 3 prestige, you can claim a Swordy Zombies t-shirt. Now that's not a skin, you're not going to wear a Swordy Zombies t-shirt skin. I will send you a real life Swordy Zombies t-shirt, and we started this a few months ago, I'd say about 4 months ago, and I've already sent nearly $2,000 worth of t-shirts out, and the community love it. Like, they really want to grind to get that t-shirt, something that they can wear. And one guy said his wife nags him less because he prestige, she always like nags him about playing too many computer games. He prestige, got the t-shirt, but gave it to her, and now she's happy for him to play games. And then another guy has mentioned that he's going to get one for all of his kids, because you can prestige to level 3 and claim the t-shirt once per wipe, but you can do it every single wipe if you wanted. I will send you a t-shirt once a month if you manage to get to prestige level 3. And I'm also thinking about rotating the merch, so one day it'll be a hoodie or Swordy Zombies coffee mug, whatever it might be. I'm thinking about rotating it, and this option is available to anyone. Like, you don't have to be a donor or subscriber or anything like that, and it's just a really cool way of me thanking you guys for just playing, having fun, and being part of our Rust community. So if you fancy getting yourself one, jump on our Swordy Zombies servers, grind away, get to prestige level 3, and I will send you one. So there's 2 other things now that I want to discuss or explain about the XP mod, and that is rested XP. What is it? How does it work? And XP debt. What is that? And how does it work? So first, let me reset my data, so I get rid of all that prestige and skill points that I had before. Let me just check. Yep, I'm all back to normal. And then I'm going to give myself some XP real quick. So not as much as before. Give XP NAM 75,000. Okay, that's made me level 19. Now, you remember at the beginning of the video, I showed you the XP bar, and every time you go up a level to get to the next level requires more and more XP. So currently I have 2,800 XP out of 7,800 XP. So I'm going to get to 7,800 to go from level 19 to level 20. But if I die, I will lose 20% of the XP that is required for me to get to the next level. So not 20% of the XP I have, which currently is 2,800, right? I'm not going to lose 20% of that. I'm going to lose 20% XP of what is required to get to the next level, which is a total of 7,800. So what is 20% of 7,800? It's around 1,500 or 1,560 to be exact. So if I die, I am going to lose 1,560 XP, which should take me down to 1,240. So let me do that real quick. All right, and as you can see, it's exactly 1,240, like I said it would be. So I've lost 20% of the XP that is required to get to level 20. But now, if I was to die one more time and lose 20% of 7,800, I would again be deducted 1,560 XP. So I would then be in XP debt, because I've only got 1,240 currently that goes towards the next level. So 1,240 minus 1,560 would make me minus 320 in XP debt, and my XP bar will be red. So let's give that a go. Okay, and as you can see, I respawned with minus 320 or 321. And my XP bar is red. So that means I have to get 320 XP to get back into being level 9, heading towards level 20. So if I give myself that, give XP NAMS 321. You see now I'm on level 19 on my way back to getting to level 20. So I could do another example, give XP NAMS, let's give me another 75,000. You can see now I'm level 27. I have 1,401 XP towards getting to level 28, which will take a total of 11,000 XP. And of course, 20% of 11,000 is 2,200. And if I was to die right now with only 1,401 XP in the bank, should we say, or going towards getting level 28, I would be minus 799. So let's do that again. Kill, and I should be minus around about 800, I'd say. Yeah, there you go. As you can see, I am minus 800. So I hope that explains it. I hope you understand XP debt and how it works. And now we get on to a more positive aspect of XP on Rust, and that is what we call arrested XP. So let's explain that one. Okay, arrested XP. Now, I do not have any fancy editing skills on editor, so I am going to use Photoshop to explain this one. But essentially, arresting XP is earning XP whilst you sleep, or should we say whilst your character is sleeping. As you know, when you log off from the server, your character remains in the server sleeping. Whilst he is resting, he is earning XP. He is dreaming about XP at, say, for example, 1,000 XP per hour. Now, these numbers that I'm going to explain to you are just examples. They are not the exact numbers that are on the server. If you want to find out the exact numbers of all these things, you can check out the website. All these information from all these videos and all these guides that I've been making are on our website. So 1,000 XP per hour right into the cloud, and everybody has a maximum amount of rested XP in which they can store in their dream cloud. And let's say, for example, it's 10,000 XP. Depending on what rank you are, determines how much maximum XP you can store. So when you next jump onto the server and you get up, you feel nice and rested, and you're like, you know what, I'm going to go chop down some trees, get some wood. And there you are, chopping down some trees, getting some wood. And say, for example, every time you hit a tree, you get 100 XP. You can download or extract that resting XP from the XP cloud, should we say, at a particular rate. And in this example, we're doing 15%. There you are. You are downloaded your resting XP at 15% each time until the 10,000 max XP cloud has been depleted. So again, for example, 100 XP per hit of the tree. Again, it's just an arbitrary number. You will download that XP from your dream cloud at 15%, which is equal to 115 XP per hit, right? Because 15% of 100 is 15. So you are taking 15 XP from your cloud, adding it to your normal XP rate, and therefore benefiting from the extra XP or your rested XP that you gathered whilst you were resting. So 100 XP plus 15% equals 115 XP. Different examples here. Say you were earning 200 XP per hit or for whatever you were doing. Downloaded your resting XP at 15% each time. You get in 230. Or say you killed an NPC for 500 XP. You would get 15% extra, which is 575 XP. And that extra 75 will come from that rested XP cloud. And you'll keep on getting an extra 15% XP on top of your normal XP rate until that cloud of rested XP is depleted, and then it will just be normal XP rate. I hope that makes sense. That's the best I can do in terms of trying to explain that. But yeah, essentially you can earn XP whilst you're sleeping or you're away from your computer and you're not playing, but you just don't get it all at once. You kind of download it a bit at a time, and the rate in which you download it, in this example, we download at 15%. That can be increased as well depending on your rank. But for all the information on the exact numbers, again, check out the website. It's all there. And I know this has been a stupidly long video just explaining a simple XP mod, But I try to explain things as if you've never played Rust before, because a lot of the players on our Rust PvE servers literally haven't. They've never played Rust. They're not into PvP, but they've heard about Rust PvE, and so they join our server and everything's new to them. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, hit them up in the comments below, or you can join me on Twitch. I stream 3 times a week, and you're always welcome to come in and chat, ask questions, give suggestions, anything really, just hang out. And the links to all of that will be in the description below. All right, see you in the next video.